Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, and so this is the second week of a loss trade that I took on my trading account, on my Exness account as well, and my personal account. You know, when you're winning, you always have this dream in your head, like you always see this dream that you're going to accomplish and how you're going to live a better life and all those things. But once you now start losing, like especially when it's like from 2 losses in a row, like what I just had, this is like my second loss, and it's like the 2 losses in a row that I've just had. And just 2 losses in a row, it's not like it's even up to like 3 or 4. Even just one, once you ensure just any loss in trading, most of the time, if you're not careful, your thoughts start doubting if trading is going to be sustainable for you. Your thoughts start doubting if you should go and look for a job, or all those kind of things. Which I always advise, if you're trading, always look for something doing, always look for a job. For me, before starting out, I actually had a lot of money saved up because I did Uber. So even when I was learning, I was doing Uber then. So that's how I started actually. But I'm talking about losses. When you face loss in trading, it's not easy to handle. No matter how far you've come in trading. This is like my 6th year now, 6th year trading, and I still face doubt whenever I encounter loss. I still face it. I'm not gonna lie. I still face doubts. I still face pain when I encounter loss. I still face it, and I feel it's normal. It's not. It's normal because why? I'm aware of it, and I know that okay, this is the feeling. But what can I do from there? Will I dwell in that feeling, or I try to move on? I try to do something to get it off my head. Do you understand? So that's one of the things that I think every trader faces, but for you to be able to come out of it, which is understanding that the feeling will always be there. Never, nice one. But I'll continue this video. Alright guys, so the light is back, and so this is Nigeria. It's a normal thing. They take light, they bring it back, and I was about even turning on the lights that I'm using to continue the video because I have battery that I can use. So even if there was light or there was no light, I was willing to continue the video. Alright, so let's move on. About the trading weekend I was talking about losses. So if you're feeling like pain, feeling doubt whenever you have losses, just know that it's normal. Like every trader faces these things. Every trader faces once in a while. So, but it reduces when you have a big capital. It reduces. I believe it reduces because it happens to me as well. Whenever I'm having a big capital, I'm in profits. I don't think I won't have anything that has to do with fear. Do you understand? So, but once the losses now start coming, maybe 1, 2, 3, and that feeling start coming. So I understand the feeling, but the thing is that what will I do after having that feeling is one of the most important things. Okay, so having the 2 losses in a row is not the end of the world. I'm going to come back stronger. I'm going to come back better. Most of the times when I take losses like this, I have some questions that I ask myself. The questions are: did I do anything wrong? Do you understand? So, did I do anything wrong? I actually didn't do anything wrong. I followed my plan exactly the way I would have followed it. Doing something wrong, the only thing that I can say I did wrong was I think I hesitated too much. Do you understand? Like I was holding back to take that entry, but there was no clear pure entry. But I would have still been in the market, and I'll show you how I would have been in the market. You would have seen it yourself, how I would have been in the market. But so it is what it is. As traders, most times we perform well in the markets, and sometimes we don't perform well in the market. It's like it's normal. It's a normal thing. That's why we must learn from all these things, like take journal and learn from all these things. Do you understand? If not, we're going to keep repeating that circle of bad habits, bad traits, and all those things. But so far, I don't think I did anything wrong, and you're going to see it on my charts, and I'm going to explain my rules, and you can see that I didn't really do anything wrong. So I'm going to having the recap of the trades that I missed, that I lost. Then I will have in the review of what I'll be expecting to do for the coming week. So just stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the video, and please do like and also comment your thoughts. If there's any suggestion you think you have for me, I don't mind. But one thing is that I don't change my strategy for anything. You should know that I don't change and I don't expect any trader out there, if you're encountering loss or something, you start thinking of changing your strategy. It's not the way to go, right? So just stick to the strategy, tweak one or two things, right, and come back stronger. So that's just what I suggest. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Just enjoy the rest of the video, and please do like and subscribe. Yeah, okay, guys. So this is the trade that gave me that loss for the week, which is 1% loss. So I'm going to be going over why I tried to buy the trade, the setup, and what I was thinking, what was happening in the environment. And you see, when I said that I hesitated too much, do you understand? If not, I would have gotten a win right here. I hesitated too much. So for me to, the most important thing why I said I'm always doing this video is to make you have ideas on like how you can be able to see the chart and take advantage of it for yourself. Do you understand? So if you see me the way I'm breaking the chart down, there's no way that you're not going to learn something that you can implement. Even if you're not even good in breaking the charts down, and you see me break the charts down, trying to explain when I'll be in the market and when I will not be in the market. Like, I don't know, like these are the things that shifted my mind, like that shifted what in terms of how I see the market, because I always look for videos like this on YouTube. Do you understand? So I just believe it's going to help 1 or 2 person out there. All right, so let's start from what was the reason why I actually was thinking of buying this trade. Now, if I start, I'll go from the daily time frame. Now, what's actually happening on the daily time frame right here? Yeah, I know you might say my chart is rough, but it's not actually rough. I understand what's going on, and sometimes I don't want to clean it because did you understand? I understand what is going on, where it's coming from, and where it will be going to, and all those kind of things. So actually, for that buy, what really happened there, I won't lie, the price tricked me for this week. So usually, you know the way I trade, power of 3 in the week and all those things. Like if we're going to have a downtrend, like we're already having a downtrend, right? We're having a downtrend, but we have this bearish fair value gap here that was supposed to see price rejected and keep going down, and it happened, but there was a lot of manipulations that happened in terms of trying to form the high of the week. Do you understand? So the high of the week was formed on Tuesday. Do you understand? And it was formed above this fair value gap. So I was actually looking for a buy when price, when this candle wicked here, I said, okay, maybe we're going to be selling. But once this second candle closes outside of it, I said, wow, so we violated this, then want to target this high right here. Then I said, from there, I'll start looking for a buy from that point. All I just wanted to see was the next day candle to come back into the inverted fair value gap and continue going higher, which it gave me that, but I was just too careful. Well, it still depends on the fact that I was being careful because of my rule. Do you understand? And you're going to see that. So this was when the price came up, right, broke out. So even 4-hour time frame showed me that there was a break. I saw this 4-hour order block. So on that 4-hour order block, I was expecting price to come back, right, and continue going high. So that was where I had a loss, I believe. No, that was not where I had it. So this was on Tuesday. So this was the high. You can see this high right here that swept this. So this was the high of the week on Tuesday. Do you understand? And price came down. On Wednesday, price came back up. So I thought maybe Wednesday will even still be the high of the week, taking out this high or even going up from there to this high right here to form the high of the week, or maybe Thursday will be the high of the week. So I wasn't really sure. But what actually happened on 1 hour time frame was that I waited for this. Now you can see this was the previous day low. So go on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I waited for price to take out the previous day low, which price did, right? But when price was taking out the previous day low, this candle this year was a bearish PDRA, and I don't like trade buying into a bearish obstacle, because all these are obstacle. It can make me like I'm always having losses most of the time when I'm trying to buy into obstacles. So what I do is I allow the obstacle to be cleared out before I start looking for my buy, which is what happened here. Once this candlestick closes out outside of here, this one here, right, the next candlestick that was coming back, I tried to buy from there. And let's see that on New York session, how the better way I would have entered this trade. So the better way that I would have entered this trade, or the only thing that stopped me, was the obstacle that was there. So which is what we have here. Now you can see that there was a sweep here, a market structure shift, right? Now the market structure shift, this is a 15-minute time frame. There's a 15-minute fair value gap here, which is this. Price came into there, still gave a market structure shift. Oh man, as in sometimes when I'm looking at this trade, I feel angry, but I just said it's what it is, Jerry, because normally I've taken trades like this into the obstacle, 4-hour obstacle like this, and I lost the trade several times. So I told myself that until that obstacle is cleared out before I'll be in the trade. So which is what I waited for. So New York session gave me what? A raid, but there was no market structure shift here on New York session. I think that's another thing that made me hesitate on taking that trade. But I marked out what, which is what I think. So there are things why I marked most of these things out, because I want to see how long will things like this change in state of delivery now, how long will it play out for me to say, okay, I want to adapt it and take it serious, because I've taken it serious before and it resulted to a lot of loss. So I said I'm going to stop taking change in state of delivery. I'm only going to be taking market structure shifts. Do you understand? You know, there's a difference between market structure shifts and change in state of delivery. Okay, so what happened now was that, let me first take out this 1 hour order block here so that we can see clearly. So after this shift, I would have bought here. This was the best time to buy this trade here when this price wicked. You can see it gave, after this market structure shift on this bullish, man, I don't know what happened here. This is the second entry. Why didn't I take this trade, man? I would have just bought here. Yes, bad as it is, just put my stop loss a little bit out of here and target the Asian high. By the way, I don't think I would have targeted the Asian high. I won't lie to you. If I had bought there, I would have targeted here. But maybe this Asian would have given me 1 to 2 and I've taken my profit there. I don't know. I know even when I see money in the market like this, I always take my profits. But I wasn't just in that first position. So I tried to enter the continuation position, and at that time it was already PM session, and I hate trading PM session, but I just took the trade though. I just took it. So immediately it resulted into a loss, so I left. So I said, okay, even if I will have to sell, I want to see. I went back to my daily time frame. I said, so even if I have to sell, right, then I want to see the day close back. Do you understand? Then if the day close back, I'll now assume that, oh, so Tuesday was the high of the week. Then when Wednesday was trying to show the continuation of where price will go to, then Thursday should continue. But guess what? I still missed that entry. So what happened was that when the candlestick closed below, even for our candlestick shows a bearish close below and a bearish PDRA. So I wanted for price to come into that bearish PDRA to find entry for Thursday. But what happened on Thursday was so funny, because price did not give me any entry. Price just started trading from this day. Now, if you see this order, this is this 1, 2, 3 bullish candle is a bearish order block. Now, most of you that are always holding this one here as a order block, it's not like it's not a good thing, but most of the time you're wrong. because ICT alone, who produced order block, said is a consecutive candles, not just a singular candle. And sometimes it might depends on how the market is forming. So already I have this order block here, and I have that's where also the weekly open was. So that was a confluence for me. But see, when price turn around, it was not even on London session, it was not even on New York session. It just from there just tanked. So it didn't really give me an entry. Where I would have entered that I will start adapting is this inverted fair value gap. And another thing that I've said to myself is I will start taking London session trade, but only on Thursday. That's the only time I'll take long, because I think that's the only time London session trade is booming, because since we've already know when price is going to go to, it's just for price to move, so you can just start on London session. So London session trades, I'll always be taking them on Thursday only, but the rest of the days like Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, I will not be taking London session trades then. All the manipulation that will happen for the week has happened between Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So Thursday, any small move is a fast move. Do you understand? So if you miss any little details, you're going to miss the trade of that week. And my trade is just like that. So moving forward, price displays this candlestick, and you can see this candle here, this particular candle here. Maybe I should mark that out. I think you can see this one I'm pointing out here, right? Is a violation of this, but there's another block here also. So I was still contemplating. I don't like trading into obstacle, yeah, but and again I wanted New York session at least, at most. But what happened here? Price breaks this, came back to retest that inverted fair value gap, and from there it went. Look at the count. Look at how it went down. So if I go to 15 minutes, how would I have entered that trade? I think I'm talking too fast. How would I have entered that trade? I would have entered this trade like this. Now look at this. Once this happened here, right? I know I was waiting for price to sweep, for London session to sweep, because one of my key trading is I want to see price take liquidity for the day before going. Do you understand? But price, I noticed that price have already taken the liquidity on Asian session. So even on London session, you can see that this is an high here. Price swept it out and started going down. Do you understand? So I would have taken that, okay, when price took out this high, this second candlestick, this candlestick that closed here, even if I miss this entry, this one that is not on the session period, I would have taken a sell here on this candle, or probably this candle here. This is the best candle. Then stop loss somewhere around up here. I'll just target this liquidity down here. There's a particular liquidity that I was aiming since, which is all these ones here. I was aiming that liquidity for a while. Do you understand? And even when this one came here now, it was now making it too strong, but I just missed out. So it's one of those things. We're going to miss out sometimes. You're going to do some, you're not going to, I don't even know what to say, but I just believe that better opportunities are going to come up. Do you understand? Better opportunities are going to come up. So what will I be looking out for moving forward for the week, right? So these are, I'm just practicing. What I do is I practice. Now I also miss another continuation trade on Friday, but the better way I would have entered is the same thing that happened here, like this sweep and the displacement. Do you understand? So look at what happened. The London session didn't actually take out the Asian high, but it took out a short-term high inside that range. So after taking it, displaced right here, look at this fair value gap here. It left that one. The breakaway fair value gap is what it used. Now that's what I would have taken my entry on New York session. I would have went down, but I didn't take it, but I marked it out and I put all this on my missed trade. I studied them because I know price will not trick me forever. Do you understand? Price is not going to trick me forever. So I study these moves, then I keep watching them if they keep occurring. So that is like a forward testing. Do you understand? So once they keep occurring, then one day I'll catch it. And once I catch it, I implement it in my strategy, and that's how you build your strategy. Actually, that's how I build everything that I use to trade. That's how I build it. Okay, so what will I be looking out for the coming week? Now I'm still looking for a sell. I'm expecting to see the price still go down, but how will it go down? Now, these are two things that might happen in this trade. I have this daily order block here. I'm going to put that out. Daily order block there. Daily OB. So daily OB, all these consecutive candle like this, the order block, and on the time frame that you're seeing it is the order block for that time frame. So this is the order block for this time frame, and 4-hour time frame. You can see it's colliding with this 4-hour time frame. So I want to see the high of the week form somewhere around it, or probably if price is not going to go there, then maybe price will use this to still form the high of the week. I don't know. This is 4-hour PDRA right here. So I'm going to see if price start trading outside of this, like maybe next week starts and 4-hour candle close outside of this, and I start seeing a continuation. Maybe the next candle opens deep inside into the 4-hour candlestick and still try to close outside, then I'll be buying from there, targeting this to form the high of the week. Maybe that will be formed on Tuesday or something, any of those days. Then from there, Thursday, I will not be trying to find the continuation, just a simple power of 3. Do you understand? So just like what price did here, it's just a continuation of that, right? So that is what I'll be doing for the next week. All right, guys, so thank you for staying tuned, and you can see my thoughts on how I trade and everything. So if these are the kind of videos that will help you, just keep liking, support my channel, and God bless you as you do that. Okay, and I'm going to update on what I'm going to get for the coming week as well. So you know how I always do, once I get whether it's a positive trade or a negative trade, I try to update it on my channel. And why I'm doing that is because in years to come, I want to come back and watch all these things and be amazed on how far I've come. Do you understand? So all these things are one of the things that also make me upload videos like this. And also, by the grace of God, if this can also be like a side also for me to be able to fund my account, because I don't really sell anything for now. And just stay tuned, because I'll be dropping a course for how I trade and all the things that I use. Do you understand? How because I learned them from ICT. So if you're trying to learn from ICT, you get lost most likely, because there's a whole lot to take from there. So I just took my own parts, what I'll be using for myself. Do you understand? And I'm writing out from the book that I used to learn from ICT. I'm using that to create something like a course, so that I can share for people to also, people that can't go through ICT course can use that shortcut, and it's strictly ICT words to words, and maybe other things that I've also learned. Do you understand? And has helped me pass my funded accounts as well. And also I'm able to pay my rent, live my life, pay bills, do all this, or maybe one or two sort of things. Do you understand? I'm not like the perfect trader, but I'm able to get one or two things out of the market, which is helping my life to grow, be able to do one or two things, pay some bills. Do you understand? So I think that's for today. I don't know if this video is already too long, so stay tuned for the upcoming week, and I will update you on what's been happening. Stay blessed and treat carefully. Do have a lovely week. Peace out.